What is going on, everybody? I am Lee Hammock, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am a diagnosed, self-aware narcissist, and I use this series to break down my TikToks, to go deeper into detail into my YouTube shorts. Today's episode is going to be about how narcissists use their traumatic experiences in their childhood to manipulate you and to control you, and to make you feel guilty. Like and subscribe. Thank you. If you are dealing with a narcissist or a toxic person, you need to realize that you do not possess the power to heal their childhood wounds or help them deal with their childhood trauma. And if you're new here, I'm a narcissist. I have narcissistic personality disorder. Weaponized trauma is a thing. And what I mean by weaponized trauma is that a narcissist or a toxic person will take their childhood trauma and use them against you, to use it against you to make you feel sorry for them, or to make you feel guilty for trying to hold them accountable. This person right here said, every time I get cheated on, he says, it's due to him not being taught right from wrong. So an adult man doesn't know that cheating is not right or wrong. That's literally one of the worst excuses I've ever heard in my life. Because you might have empathy for his childhood trauma or whatever he shared with you, you stay because you feel guilty. I don't want to abandon you like everybody else has. I don't want to re-traumatize you. Although he's traumatizing you consistently by cheating on you, and probably going to give you the gift of an STD here pretty soon if you stay with this person. You cannot outlove the trauma that made somebody a narcissist or a toxic person. Hope this helps. So, welcome back, y'all. And that was a doozy, wasn't it? Because that person right there, if y'all couldn't read the TikTok or the YouTube short, I'm gonna read it out for you, so you have an out loud version right here. She said, "How do you handle narcissists with childhood trauma? Every time I get cheated on, he says it's due to him not being taught right from wrong. Yikes, yikes in my Nikes, and I don't even have Nikes on, y'all. Yikes in my imaginary Nikes right now. So you see right there, every time I get cheated on, reread that, y'all. Every time I get cheated on. So this is a multiple occurrences, multiple offenses. That person knows, they told you that they understood right from wrong by acknowledging that right there. It just does. You know what I mean? It really 100% does. That person right there said, oh, I just keep cheating because I wasn't taught right from wrong. So you know it's wrong. So you know this is wrong. Hey, this is hurting me, it's wrong. Oh, I didn't know the difference between right and wrong, so technically it's not, I don't know the difference, so it's not cheating, or please feel sorry for me. Narcissistic people, toxic people, whatever you want to call them, we know everybody's not a narcissist. We understand that everybody's not a narcissist. But the ones that are, you know what you're dealing with. So if they continuously cheating on you, first of all, that's a pattern. That person doesn't care about you. That person, you are a placeholder in that person's life. If they're continuously cheating on you and continuously weaponizing their trauma against you, they don't feel bad for that. They don't feel bad for cheating on you. They think that you're okay because you keep forgiving them for cheating on you. Now, to them, so it gets to the point to them that it's not even cheating anymore. They don't think it's cheating anymore because you've forgiven it so many times. It's not even cheating anymore. It's just part of your relationship dynamic. It's a one-sided open relationship, or open non-monogamous relationship, because they can be non-monogamous, but you can't. You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. They want to control you. They want to manipulate you, and they pretty much want to torture you mentally, physically, and emotionally. And they will do that by literally using your trauma against you, making you feel bad for the things that they went through as a kid, making you feel different for the things that happened to them as a child, which could not even be true. They could be lying to you about their childhood experiences. I've talked to plenty of people who have been dealing with narcissists and toxic people that make up stuff that they went through in their childhood, or make up stuff that somebody else that they know went through stuff in their childhood. But regardless of the fact, y'all, this is what you need to realize when you deal with narcissists. You do not possess the power, or toxic people. You do not possess the power or the ability or the healing power to fix somebody's childhood trauma. You can't do that. That is not your burden. So many people want to be healers and fixers because you're empaths and super empaths, or whatever type of empath you want to be, or you consider yourself. You can't fix a narcissist. You can't fix somebody's childhood trauma. How? How do you do that? How do you do that? How do you do that? How do you fix somebody? How do you fix something that you had no part in, that happened to them 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 20 years ago, however old this person is? They're using that to justify their behaviors to you right now in the present. Hey, I was treated badly. They started fake crying to that. Hey, I was treated so badly as a kid. That's why I cheat now. Y'all be believing that type of shit right there. Sorry, y'all. The cussing come out because I get tired of hearing the same story over and over. Y'all be believing that type of stuff right there. How? Why? Somebody's childhood does not justify their actions towards you now. That's like getting your ass beat on them beating you up and bloody in your eye and nose and stuff like that, and them crying. They beat you in your face. They almost damn near unalive you, and they sit in a chair and cry. And they're like, my mom used to whoop me, so I gotta whoop women. This is the 5th beating you've received. How many times is that excuse gonna fly with you? Their trauma is not an excuse to treat you terribly. They are grown-ass adults. These are not children. If they were 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, that's something different. They're grown-ass 25, 40, 35, 65-year-old adults doing the same type of stuff over and over again. When does it get old? When does this excuse run out, y'all? And trauma is not an excuse to do bad things to people. It's just not. I've been through trauma. I've done some bad things to people, but look at me out here trying to change the world with my perspective, trying to bring perspective to people to help people heal, helping thousands of people. And I still get judged for it, by the way. So if y'all still judge me for helping thousands of people, cool. You're a super duper person. You're an awesome individual that hates on somebody that's helping people. But yeah, my trauma doesn't justify the stuff that I've done. Their trauma doesn't justify the stuff that they've done to you. It just doesn't make sense, y'all. Hey, I treat you badly because my mom, she was a terrible person and she treated me terribly, so I have to treat you terribly to make up for it. No. Are you willing to go to therapy to deal with this trauma? No, I don't think that therapy is not for me. I'm just gonna keep cheating or beating. Huh? If they're not willing to deal with it, this is you. This is your life right here. And I know it make it seem easy, like it's easy to leave. It's not easy to leave. Like if you're getting cheated on constantly, if you're getting assaulted constantly, physically, mentally, emotionally, constantly, and you keep going back to this relationship, ask yourself the question, why do you keep going back? Why do you keep going back to this toxic ass relationship? You know it's toxic. You know it's not healthy. You know the trauma bond exists. So that means not only does that narcissistic person need to go to therapy, you need to go to therapy too. Because this is bigger than just them. This is a you problem too. This is a you thing. Why are you dealing with this? Why are you putting up with this? You can't heal them. You don't have a fucking magic potion kit that you're carrying around like a PlayStation 4 game, like you playing Final Fantasy 4 or some shit. Like you got some potions. Like, hold on, I got the stop cheating elixir right here in my red flag bag. Let me go to my red flag bag. Here's the not cheating, fix your childhood trauma elixir right here. Open up, narcissist. I'm gonna pour it to your mouth. They're like, I'm cured. You just cured my childhood trauma. Damn, Lee Hammock lied. You can cure childhood trauma with the red flag elixir. No, it does not work that way, yo. It just doesn't. How do you yo? I want y'all to win so much. I really be rooting for y'all. I be wanting y'all to win, and y'all fail me. And I was like, you want to pull all my dreads off. I'm just, you know, so you do it on camera. I'm like, Lee crazy. I told y'all Lee was crazy. My family be like, I told y'all he was crazy. I told y'all think he's funny. You think he's conveying some good information to you, but he crazy. And stuff like that. You see it. You see that type of stuff going on and happening right there. So their childhood trauma, their childhood experiences are not an excuse to treat you terribly. Because sometimes you have been through similar childhood experiences. Do you treat people terribly because of that? Do you treat people terribly because of something that happened to you 25 years ago? Are you doing the same thing? Are you doing similar work that they are doing? Huh? Are you doing something very similar to them? Because if you are, sound like Moana, the dude from Moana, the crab from Moana. Because if you are you trying to get me to talk about myself? Because if you are. That's how it goes right there, y'all. You have to be the one to stand in and take back your power. You just have to. You know what I mean? Because the longer you sit in it, the longer you stand in it, the longer this works. Repeat this again. Their childhood trauma is not an excuse to treat you terribly. It's just not. And you don't possess the tool. You cannot outlove the trauma that made somebody a narcissist. You cannot do that. You cannot outlove the trauma that created this narcissistic, toxic person in front of you that's damaging you emotionally and physically and mentally. You cannot cure the trauma. You can't outlove it. You're like, I'm gonna just pour more love into this relationship. If you keep pouring the love out of you, who is pouring into you? You keep trying to pour love into them. You trying to love them out of cheating on you? Huh? What you gonna do? Huh? How you gonna love the cheating out of them? You gonna pray the cheating away? You can't do that, y'all. I want y'all to just, like, I want y'all to win so bad, but so many people are afraid to be alone. They're afraid to see somebody else, see them treating somebody else better. Like, how are you being treated, y'all? I just don't want them to treat the next person better than they're treating me. How are they treating you? They can give the next person the bare minimum, and it will be treating them better than they are treating you. Do you not understand that? They can do the bare minimum for the next person, and it will be better than how they are currently treating you. Understand that right now. Please. If they give somebody else the bare minimum, it'd be better than giving you less than the bare minimum. It just will. So you have to be the one to take your power back. You have to be the one to stand in your strength, and you have to be the one to realize and come to the conclusion. The tongue twister, there's a lot of alliteration in there. To come to the conclusion that you just can't heal this person. You can't fix this person. You're not a witch doctor that specializes in narcissism. You don't possess that power. And this is not me taking a shot at you. This is me being a realist. You can pray. I see people, there will be probably some religious people in my comment section like, Lee, I'm going to tell you what you're wrong on. God can heal everything. That red flag elixir you got, it's called the Bible. It's called the Bible. It's called holy water. Go to church and get you some. Because God can heal all. God can heal all. But you have to be willing to open your heart up to God. Some people have their hearts closed to God. They do. They shut their hearts off. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning into another episode. Like and subscribe for more. You know I'm bringing the heat every single day. Thank you. Turn on notifications. Mental illness is out. Peace.